root for Revive Health. Revive is an inexpensive alternative or supplement to traditional health care. It's perfect for independent contractors, gig workers, and small business owners. What you need is flexibility, portability, affordability, and ease of access. You also need convenient care that you can get anywhere. That's what Revive is. Affordable, flexible, portable, fast, simple health care anywhere.
2 Glenn songs.
Treats you like you are the CEO of your
Let It Set You Free and The Healer.
Usually you can only get access
So I have to listen to that, I guess, huh? A couple more Glenn songs. How about that, huh?
Stop the drug and alcohol nightmare. Our drug and alcohol problems.
School bus fan safety.
Drink some coffee, dude. Get the phone call.
What?
Drink some coffee. Get the phone call.
800-694-1127.
Okay. Glad you said that, not the other.
No, there used to be a song. There was a song called that.
Because we're on Facebook now, so.
All right, let's see here.
Get the funk. Get going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, great. Okay.
According to Choctaw Police Chief Kelly Marshall, the large crowd witnessed what happened.
We have a huge amount of people to talk to. Anybody that could have witnessed it. We had
man.
family
Right.
members, things like that we need to get their names, talk to them. Did they see anything?
One of the victims, a 16-year-old boy, died. The other 3 victims were treated at a hospital and released. I'm John Schaefer.
It's up and away from astronauts here at USA's Jeremy Scott.
4 astronauts from around the world departed for the International Space Station on Crew Dragon Endurance. Dragon's 7th operational human spaceflight to date launched on a Falcon 9 rocket with U.S., Danish, and Japanese astronauts and a Russian cosmonaut on board. I'm Jeremy Scott.
And taking a look now at the weekend box office.
Greta Gerwig's Barbie has brought in $575.4 million at the domestic box office to make it the highest-grossing film of the year in North America. The Super Mario Brothers movie previously held the title with $574 million after being released in April. I'm Trey Thomas.
And I'm Laura Winters, USA News.
Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit.
Cotton weather.
The Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of
Driscoll, Texas. Driscoll, Illinois.
I wanted running music, but unlimited 1.5% cash back is pretty heroic.
Good instincts. Every hero needs a theme song. The Capital One Quicksilver card. What's in your one?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
And the come on. 305, enter.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVDF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests.
There we go. Good.
I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Weekend Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news. Middleboro News here on AM 1530 WVBF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
Blue mic. Yellow mic. Not yellow. Red. And welcome to Middleboro in Review. I'm Joey Driscoll. I turn that down so I don't hear echo. Alright, good morning to everybody, and this is again Middleboro in Review. Today is the final Sunday in the month of August. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Todd? And good morning, by the way.
Good morning, Joey. Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, just look at the calendar. Everyone says that. I can't believe summer's gone so fast.
It's the last. It's the last Sunday of summer vacation.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I think some schools are starting next week.
Yes, we'll be talking a little bit about that later on.
Yeah. So just be careful. Kids are running about. Watch out for school buses. Patience. Turn your patience dial on the driving part because you're not used to the school buses being out there and more traffic is going to be generated because a lot of kids get taken to school by their parents or whatnot. So there's going to be more traffic. So you have to put your sea legs on and just kind of condition yourself. That there's be more traffic coming around the bend, per se. So just really be careful. Just really be careful with the kids. That's all you really got to say about that.
So what we're gonna do today is a lot of different things. We're gonna talk about a lot of different current local events that are going on. From today, there's 2 different events going on, 2 very fun events going on today, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a lot of other different things as well. We have a music recommendation. Actually, we have two kinds of music recommendations today. We're going to talk about a list of songs. Me and Don are going to talk about a list of songs, and I'm going to throw in another song in there as well that I have recently discovered. So it's from a movie that I personally don't have any interest in going to see, but this song is on the soundtrack, and I think it is a beautiful song on the soundtrack of the movie. We'll mention that when we get around to our music recommendations. But our weather, let's start with our weather today. Our weather is as follows. 65 degrees in Middleboro, cloudy skies, a high of 77 today, rain possible in the forecast. I think it was already raining earlier, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's going to be 77 today. It's going to be a nice day. It's not going to be 90, which that's a relief, right, Don?
Yeah, yes.
58 today for the low, which is also a relief. The past month or so, it's been very hot at night as well, as it usually is during the summer, but it is very nice.
August has been a pretty good month.
It has been. It's been a little bit of a weird month, too, a little bit with the weather.
Well, all that tropical rain, and then it gets steamy.
It seems like one week you get the hot weather, the next you get the rainy kind
Well,
of
we
weather.
get all so much rain, and so when the sun comes out, all the vegetation's getting... the sun is drying the vegetation, so
yes,
you got that steamy effect, you got that humid effect from all the moisture. That's probably why we're still getting a lot of rain, because we get so much rain, all that moisture's got to go somewhere when the sun beats down on it. So it just seems like it's a cycle. But I'm not a weather guy.
No,
so
it's quite the change from last year,
Yeah.
last summer, where we didn't
Right.
get much rain at all. We were in a drought.
Yeah. I would have a friend.
Much different.
I'd have a friend of mine saying, if you talk about the weather, he'd be like, "What are you, Dickie Albert?" You know what I mean? My friend Patrick, he'd always have a comeback. It'd be unbelievable. Me and my friend Kevin would be looking at it, and there's not to get off the subject, but sometimes you have friends where you can't get a word in edgewise.
One thing I want to mention as well is to keep an eye on the weather. Keep an eye on the Weather Channel. We are in peak hurricane season, so the tropics are a little bit busy. Recently, I've seen that there's a couple of areas of possible disturbances that could form into some pretty serious storms. We've had kind of a quiet start, but now we're in the kind of the peak months of the hurricane season. Hurricane season goes until November, so this is the time where people should be a little bit more cautious, so look at the weather more often, and definitely prepare as well. You always want to be prepared.
Right. You definitely want to be, yes. Just maybe grab some extra water now instead of the big rush when it's coming.
When it happens, yeah.
Because that's what happens. All that panic buying, and then it's just bedlam as far as trying to keep the stores stocked and stuff like that. So if you just get a little at a time, maybe get a case of water here and there and just put it aside. Batteries for your flashlight, make sure that works. Make sure just make sure you have enough canned goods for foods and stuff like that. And if you have a generator, maybe it's a good time to have to test that out, fire it up, and make sure it's vented right, and make sure all the safety precautions are in. It's just remember a nice high spot on your property if you can to park your vehicles. So so some people park their vehicles and then you hear about it getting flooded, the vehicles. So I mean, you got to figure out what I used to do when I lived in. I did this when I lived in East Bridgewater. When I knew a storm was coming, a bad storm was coming, I had 2 vehicles, and I took one of them. And even though I didn't want to just have to deal with digging out 2 vehicles, so I'd take one of my vehicles, which was not the 4-wheel drive vehicle, and drive. I used to drive to Quincy Adams and park it there, and just leave it. I mean, I just leave it there for pay the money. And I used to hop on the train and I'd take it back to Bridgewater and walk home. I mean, and that way I just didn't have to deal with. I had a small driveway. I didn't have to deal with juggling cars, and I had to deal with the plow guy can come right in. The 4-wheel drive could drive right out. I did that for years, and it worked beautifully. So I'm a little bit unorthodox when it comes to doing things, but at the end of the day, I just didn't have to dig out a second vehicle for an hour and a half. I mean, it probably took me an hour and a half to go drop it off, but I was, high and dry, on the 4th floor of the parking garage. That's, I don't have to worry about any flooding. I don't have to worry about a tree falling on it. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just those, because a lot of snowstorms come with winds, and then you hear about vehicles with trees falling on it. It's just, I don't know. I always found that I never had a problem. Everyone knows I like to ride the train, so I had no problem doing that. I just drive down to Quincy Adams, put the vehicle there, at that point in time, you can take the Quincy Adams train to either Braintree or Quincy Center, and I'll just take the commuter rail back, and then it was a 20-minute walk from Bridgewater to the Elmwood part of East Bridgewater, where I live.
All right, Taunton, 76 degrees today, high of 63 right now. It says it's mostly sunny skies. I don't think so.
Not here in the center of the universe.
No, I do not believe so at all. I believe that is cloudy skies outside.
Shades are down.
Possible rain. I don't know if it's raining outside.
I'm moving the shades.
It was earlier.
You know what? It's no sun, but...
No sun.
Yeah.
So it is not mostly sunny, as I'm looking at here. It's not.
No, but it's a little bright out there. So.
But it is 63 degrees. That's probably accurate. So it's still pretty nice outside, even though it is cloudy. Rain possible in the forecast. A high of 76, a low of 58 this evening. Driscoll, Texas, a high of 105. The 100-degree days are continuing in Texas. I have to get a count of how many days in Driscoll, Texas, that they've had a 100-degree day. This month alone, it must be most of the month. It's really been really hot in that part of the country, and really no relief this week. The lowest high for the week is Saturday, and that's 99 degrees. So 105 today, a low of 77 this evening, a high of 107 tomorrow, with a low of 79. No rain in the forecast either in Driscoll, Texas. And the lows for the evenings, kind of not much better either. So I'm sure we'll be mentioning and talking about Driscoll, Texas once again every single week and monitoring that, the weather and stuff there. Like I said, I got to get a list of how many days Driscoll, Texas has had a 100-degree day just this month alone. And finally, in Driscoll, North Dakota, 57 degrees, mostly sunny skies, a high of 84 today. A beautiful day in Driscoll, North Dakota today for late August. Don't get used to that weather. It's come October, November, North Dakota will be cold. Very cold.
Cold and snowy.
So enjoy this weather now. And if you're living in the North Dakota area, if you happen to be listening to us and are watching this, listening to this in the North Dakota area, enjoy this now. 84 degrees today, high of a low of 55. Mostly sunny skies pretty much all week. No rain at all. Beautiful week. Highs in the 80s pretty much. Next Sunday, it might get into the 90s. So, beautiful week in Driscoll, North Dakota. All right, that is your weather.
It took us 10 minutes to get to the weather.
Well, I wanted to be a little bit more
we're just back and forth.
talkative about the weather today. I guess.
I gotta throw my stories in too.
Yeah.
Between the weather. Can I just do the weather? Yeah, Dawn, and then you can talk about the stories after.
So, 2 events going on today. I want to mention real quick. The Brockton Youth Family Fun Day will be today, the 5th annual. Sunday, August 27th, which is, again, today, at East Middle High School from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. East Middle School, not East Middle High School. It's East Middle School. 464 Center Street in Brockton. Free haircuts, school supplies, basketball games, free food, and a live DJ with music. Again, that is today, the 5th annual Brockton Youth Family Fun Day at 464 Center Street, Brockton, Massachusetts, from 11 a.m. to 4. And then after that, if you go to that event and you're in the Taunton area, also in Taunton is the event today, the Summer Celebration 2023, the Sunday, August 27th event day. That was postponed from Friday because of rain. So Summer Celebration 2023 at Hopewell Park in Taunton, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. this evening. Free public event. There will be fireworks, live music, obstacle courses, rock walls, food trucks, and much more as well. Plenty of games and crafts as well. There will be a free Gatra shuttle from Court Street and Pleasant Street parking lots to Hopewell Park from 4:45 p.m. this afternoon until 9 p.m. this evening. Again, the Summer Celebration 2023 is this evening, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hopefully it stays cloudy and not rainy. Anyway, so that is the events going on today. There is something going on tomorrow, the Raynham Community Day 2023, a special planning meeting. The Raynham Association of Volunteers for Education is hosting a special meeting tomorrow, August 28th, to continue the planning and preparation for Raynham Community Day 2023. The meeting will begin tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. in the Donald McKinnon Municipal Meeting Room at Veterans Memorial Hall, which is located at 558 South Main Street. Anyone who is interested in helping plan the event or volunteer to help, or volunteering to help, or who wants information about the event is encouraged to attend this meeting. Again, it is tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. in the Donald McKinnon Municipal Meeting Room at Veterans Memorial Hall, which is located at 558 South Main Street in Raynham. Don, your thoughts about these events going on?
They're great. Just great. The last summer fun run's tomorrow, right?
Yes, and the last summer fun run is tomorrow, and the Driscolls will be there. So,
yeah, we're gonna go.
Me and Don will be there.
Out. I'm not sure what Jim's gonna have us do, or one of us gonna have us do, but we're gonna show up. Where we supposed to show up? You know where the stop line is over there?
Yes,
Okay, we'll
get
figure
that.
it out. All right.
Get that exact address.
Yeah.
And it's King Philip Street, I believe. 2245 King Philip Street.
We'll figure that out, I guess, tomorrow as I don't know, we might be panning water out, or I don't know, helping out with Collins. I don't know, but we'll figure out how the operation works anyway, and how the fun run goes, and pretty much I'll probably figure out the route, And yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing
I am
Jim
too.
DuPont anyway, and he runs it every week, and he has a lot to do with it, and guys talk about it every week on the show, so that's good. So I mean, that's been a real success. I don't think they really got rained out. Mondays have been lucky with the Mondays, huh? As far as
Yeah. So the sign-ups for it is at the Raynham Park and Rec office, 2254 King Philip Street, which is off of Route 104 near Route 44 at the Taunton Raynham line. So
okay,
I have an idea where that might be.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Anyway,
we'll leave early.
Yes, leave early and get there early.
Don't want to be that guy.
Yeah,
late,
exactly.
You know,
Yes, exactly.
I have a friend who's a school teacher, and he's like, "Yeah, you never be late. Don't be that guy. You know, show up early. You know what I mean?" He says, to be early is to be on time. So it's okay, buddy.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Words of wisdom. 7:25.
We're going to take our first commercial break. We'll be right back here on Middleboro in Review on WVB at 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. I'm Joey Driscoll. I'm joined by Don. When we come back, we are going to do our music recommendation, a double music recommendation, a list of songs.
So we're doing a whole bunch of music.
A list of songs. And then one additional song as well. So 26 songs we'll be talking about as we...
oh, is it that many songs?
It's 26, yes.
26 plus the extra.
Well, it's 25 for what we're going to be talking about. And then plus the extra is 26. That has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about. But we'll mention that first and then get to the...
One of the singers is in the major list. And
yes. And is also on the extra thing I'm going to talk about.
Right.
All right, so we are going to be doing that after our commercial break here. We'll be right back. I'm going to thank Spark Street Auto during this commercial break. Again, Spark Street Auto, great auto body, auto place in Brockton.
He put my truck back together.
Yes.
Last night.
Yes.
105 and I hit a deer, and they put it back together, and they do a nice job because what they do, they detail everything inside and out, and they did a really great job on my vehicle. I'm so happy. Very satisfied.
We'll be right back here on Middleboro in Review on WVB 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. Nice. Hey.
Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark Street in Brockton, Massachusetts, offers the highest quality collision repair and complete auto service.
Alright, so I have the list of
direct repair shop for all major insurance
things here.
You should reach them.
Got all of them.
583-1495. They're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and 8 to 4 on Fridays. Call them today. You will not be disappointed. 508-583-1495.
1, 5, oh,
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association
1 through
is an
6.
association of combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby. Our mission is to support those who have defended our country and freedoms. Our focus is to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter, and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have
Public
members from nearly all
schools.
50 states and living abroad.
Public
Many members
schools.
continue to serve in the armed forces, with several serving in combat
Calendar.
areas. We sponsor and or participate in many
I don't want to get the
motorcycle-related charity events
like
each
the
year.
actual
And as a non-profit organization, donate to various veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more
calendar
about the
there.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association and how you can join or support, please visit cvma2-2.org.
I don't want that.
Your host for Medicare Moment with Martha. Each week, we present the latest information on health, legal, and lifestyle issues that affect you and
There
your
we go.
family.
That's what I want. Okay, I gotta get Raynham's too.
Since
we're gonna talk about that.
So join me for a Medicare Moment with Martha, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sunday mornings at 9 on AM 1530.
Bridgewater Raynham, that's the school. I need to do one more commercial while I get this up. Okay, Bridgewater, Raynham. The school calendars for Bridgewater, Raynham,
Middleboro.
and Middleboro.
Taunton.
Yeah, well, Taunton I have on this. Calendars, here we go.
I thought you said it Thursday, the 31st.
I said it for Taunton and Middleboro, but I didn't say it for Raynham, and I should. For Bridgewater Raynham, and I should. I should, because that's kind of close as well to our. It's kind of in this kind of.
Well, look forward to the next break. Yeah.
No, I got it. We got it. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 0. Come on, play. There you go. All right. Red mic, blue mic. All right, let's back up. Okay. Whew. And we are back as I turn the music down. There we go. All right. So, our next thing on our agenda is our music recommendation for today. We have kind of a double for that, two separate things. I'm going to start off with our unrelated thing here first. One of our music recommendations is 25 songs that are related to something, to a particular film franchise. This music recommendation is also related to a film, but not that film franchise. It's a different film. And it was the film I mentioned that I have no interest in going to see. It is Barbie. I have no interest in going to see that, but moving on from that, I took a look at the soundtrack. I listened to Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? And it was a beautiful song. Absolutely beautiful song. Released through Atlantic Records and Interscope Records. Of course, it's on the soundtrack for the Barbie film. The fourth single off that soundtrack, actually. Reached number 1 in Australia, Ireland, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. Such a great song for her. And absolutely a recommendation for me, for sure. Did very well, again, like I said, in several different countries. And just a beautiful, beautiful song. Billie Eilish's vocals are amazing on that song. So, wanted to mention that. All right, Don.
Yes.
Our main course for the music recommendations today.
Yum.
James Bond. So we have 25 James Bond films. So that means we have pretty much 25 songs here. I believe so. Yes. So Dr. No came out in 1962. Of course, the first film has to have the theme in it. The James Bond theme.
We all know that.
We all know that one.
Right.
Yep.
The instrumental.
Yes. Also on it as well is Kingston Calypso. The Kingston Calypso is AKA 3 Blind Mice. Just a pretty good movie and a pretty good couple of songs on that there as well. The next one, from Russia with Love, the opening title track.
What year was that?
That was 1963. Russia with Love was the main track on that as well.
Yeah, well,
John Barry.
Yeah, you're probably doing. I think what you're doing is the beginning of the song, the beginning of the movies. That's
Yes.
what you look. That's
Yes,
okay.
that's what we're looking at
What we
today.
get greeted with when the movie starts, right?
Yes, that's what we're looking at today. From Russia with Love, John Barry. Then after that, we have Goldfinger.
What year?
And that was 1964, Shirley Bassey. Then we have Thunderball, which was
What year? Tell us what year.
1965. That was Tom Jones.
Okay.
You Only Live Twice. That was Nancy Sinatra.
What year?
That was 1967. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969. John Barry Orchestra. And it says Louis Armstrong was on here as well. Pretty interesting stuff. Diamonds Are Forever in 1971. Shirley Bassey once again.
That was the last. I believe that was the last Sean Connery movie.
Yeah.
I mean, on the original run. Yeah.
Live and Let Die. Of course, everyone knows what's on that. Well, who did that one? It's Paul McCartney and Wings. Live and Let Die came out in 1973. Paul McCartney and Wings. Definitely great, for sure. The Man with the Golden Gun came out in 1974. That is Lulu. Lulu Kennedy Carnes. The Spy Who Loved Me, of course, another one that everybody knows.
I think it's one of the most famous Bond songs.
Yep. Nobody Does It Better. That's Carly Simon on that one. Moonraker, 1979. Oh, and The Spy Who Loved Me came out in 1977. Moonraker, 1979. That is Shirley Bassey once again.
Third time.
Yep.
Yep.
And then after that, getting to the 80s now. For Your Eyes Only in 1981. Sheena Easton. Another great one.
That's a nice song, too.
Octopussy was in 1983. All Time High by Rita Coolidge. That was the main track. A View to Kill in 1985. That was Duran Duran. 1987, The Living Daylights.
Okay, now we're out.
A song called The Living Daylights.
Now we're out of the Roger Moore into Timothy Dalton.
Yes, so that came out. The Living Daylights came out in 87. 1989, License to Kill came out in 1989 again. License to Kill by Gladys Knight. GoldenEye, 1995.
Now we're into the newer guy with P.S. Bronson.
Yeah, what?
P.S. Bronson.
Okay, yes. I had another Bronson in my head for some reason.
Yeah, right.
It's not that Bronson.
Right.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But he's not British.
Okay.
So it wouldn't work.
Right.
Alright, anyway. So GoldenEye, 1995, Bono and Tina Turner and The Edge on there as well.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's U2 and Tina Turner, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Tomorrow Never Dies in 1997. That's Sheryl Crow. 1999, The World Is Not Enough by the band called Garbage. I don't think I've ever heard of this band. But
Shirley of Garbage, yeah. I've heard of Garbage.
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I might have. I'm not sure. Anyway, 2002, Die Another Day, and this was Madonna. 2006, the first one with Daniel Craig. That was Chris Cornell doing that one. You Know My Name is the name of the song. Quantum Solace, Another Way to Die by Jack White.
What was the name of the first one? Casino Royale?
Casino Royale. That was the first one with Daniel Craig.
Okay.
So the next one after that is Quantum of Solace in 2008. Another Way to Die, Jack White and Alicia Keys. 2012, Skyfall, one of my personal favorite soundtracks. Skyfall by Adele. Spectre was awesome as well. Spectre came out in 2015. Writings on the Wall by Sam Smith. 2020, this was the most recent one. No Time to Die by, of course, Billie Eilish, who we mentioned at the top of our music recommendations today. Another beautiful song. Think of the modern of the most recent Bond movies, the Daniel Craig era of the Bond films. Adele and Billie Eilish's contributions to the main song on those movies are amazing, and some of my favorites, for sure.
And there was another Bond movie that wasn't Ian Fleming that came out with Sean Connery.
No, yeah.
It was Never Say Never Again.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I don't know why. I guess it's because it's not Ian Fleming, but I don't know why everyone always forgets this one.
Sean
Connery.
We got that. We actually have that. Non-Eon Productions songs. We got two of them. Casino Royale in 1967. And that was performed by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And 1983, Never Say Never Again, was Lonnie Hall for that one.
So those are the two that went Ian Fleming.
That were not Ian Fleming related.
Right. So, I mean, you're talking, 17 movies. Wow.
A lot.
And Shirley Bassey 3 times. That's pretty impressive, huh?
Yes.
Absolutely. The Moonraker, she does such a great job on that. And just to get back to the movies you mentioned, because we kind of went around pretty quick. I just want to kind of digest them. What is your favorite out of all of them?
I like the Daniel Craig era. I've watched pretty much all of them.
Yep.
I like the Daniel Craig era. Spectre was really good. Skyfall was really good. I haven't seen the new one yet. But those two films, Spectre and Skyfall, are definitely one of my favorites.
For me,
for sure.
For me, I grew up with Roger Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Moore. Moonraker is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I've always been into science fiction. And that came out in 79. And I remember where I saw that for the first time. I saw it at the Walson Theater in Quincy for, I don't know, $1. I walked down from my house and saw it. I think I saw it many times. But I just like the idea. The whole story is just a whirlwind adventure. And like I said, that's the most science fiction movie they have. And For Your Eyes Only, I liked a lot. But I really love the Roger Moore. Towards the latter, little like Octopussy and A View to a Kill, they were all right. Christopher Walken was in View to a Kill. And Christopher Walken, I mean...
Christopher Walken's a very unique
Christopher
actor.
Walken he's just unbelievable.
He is very unique.
Yeah, so it's... and even the newer Bond movies I like. But I do like the Timothy Dalton ones. He's 2 of them. Living Daylights and... was it Living Daylights? And License to Kill. And that was good. I like Timothy Dalton also because he played in a bunch of other movies. But
GoldenEye had a lot of success.
Yeah.
I think that got made into video games. I think, which I actually own and I've played pretty good. So that's something I got to go back and try to watch as well. GoldenEye because I'm interested in seeing that film. Because I own the video game that game is that movie is about. So, also Dr. No as well. I think Dr. No might actually tie into one of the more recent ones as well. I'm not 100% sure.
And Never Say Never Again, the non-Ian Fleming movie from 1983 with Sean Connery. How can you forget about Sean Connery coming back and doing it? I mean, that was a great movie. That was like one of my favorite Bond movies. And I love seeing Sean Connery coming back.
Yeah.
And I guess a lot of people were excited about that, but that was in the middle of the Roger Moore reign because in 1983, I mean, Roger Moore still, I don't know, did what, 3 more movies? Well, but 2 more movies after that.
Yeah.
And then, but Roger, but I say one thing about Daniel Craig is his character is a lot darker.
Oh, yes,
He's
yes,
not,
absolutely, yes.
Other than all the other, and even, I'd say, he's darker, and also Timothy Dalton.
Yes.
They portray their characters as more darker.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce Brosnan, a little bit. Happy-go-lucky Sean Connery and happy-go-lucky Roger Moore. And what was that one? David Nevin did one, right?
David Nevin did one. Exactly. Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
I don't think I have either.
Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes, that was the one.
Right?
I don't think I've seen that either.
So,
but
I wonder what the
very
deal
good.
I wonder what the deal with that was
Very good
because the last movie Sean Connery did. Was, I mean, the last one he did with Ian Fleming was 1971.
Yes.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Yes.
So it must have been something in the works there.
All right. 7:45. We'll take our last commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about school.
I got a text from Billy from
Yes.
Pennsylvania. Garbage. I'm only happy when it rains. So Shirley from Garbage. That's, I guess, the woman Shirley is the lead singer. So I guess Billy knows.
I guess
Garbage.
I have to check Garbage out. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be back after this commercial break on WVB at 15:30 a.m.
Can I do a rant when I come back? I haven't done a rant. Everyone's crying. I haven't had a rant from you in weeks.
If we have time.
How come you don't rant anymore?
I know.
If
we have time, Don.
Billy said it. Paul said the same thing. How come you not? I never get your rant anymore.
If we don't get to it today, I will earmark some time to do it next week.
Because I work with this guy, and he's like, "No, you're not doing it. You're doing this, and this is how it is, and shut up." And yeah,
I will.
Okay.
I will earmark a time next week for sure to do it.
Yeah.
To get it on the agenda to do for next week
But
for
not,
sure.
But not today. It ain't happening today.
I have some things I need to get to.
Okay.
I would like to get to before the end of the hour. All right. We have that coming up. Our last commercial break, and then our last segment coming up in just a moment. So stay tuned on WVB 1530 AM and 99.7 FM. We'll be right back.
I can't wait to get a coffee and a bagel. Oh boy!
I just don't know. I'm gonna blow through this school stuff pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
I'm not spending much time on
Oh,
it.
just
at
do the
all.
3 districts. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the 3 districts.
Random, Bridgewater, and Middleboro.
Quick thing about school bus and van safety thing. And
Oh yeah.
that's it. I'm not blowing. I'm not gonna blow
Well, I said something about that
blow through
earlier.
it a little bit.
Chris Whitting, inviting you to join me for the behind-the-scenes stories of those who risked it all while reaching for the stars. Listen every weekday for The Success Journal.
The Success Journal. It comes your way at 7:50 a.m. Monday
163.
through Friday as part of WVBF's Morning Wake Up News.
1, 2, I do it.
Church in Middleboro serves the residents of the towns of Middleboro, Lakeville, Carver, and Rochester. Our base of operations is in the lower level of the parish hall on Oak Street, directly across the street from Sacred Heart Church in downtown Middleboro. At this time, we serve approximately 500 families in our service area, and many of them come to us for various types of aid. This can take many forms and include many of the following programs: utilities and rent assistance, agency referrals, clothing and furniture vouchers, and temporary lodging. For more information, go to svbbmiddleboro.org. May the good Lord bless you and keep you safe.
Hey, I'm back. Every Tuesday and every Wednesday, it's Coffee with me, Tony Wolf. Local, regional, and national guests, hot local topics, but more importantly, your calls. Every Tuesday and Wednesday,
Like, I'm not going to get to any of these other events this week, so I'm going to put that aside. I got 10 minutes to kind of blow through what I want to talk about. All right. Got that? Good. And we're back here on Middleboro in Review. I'm Joey Driscoll. It is 7:49. We got about 10 minutes or so left in the program. And let's get to a little bit of talking about school. So, a little quick school bus and slash van safety reminder. Schools across the area prepare to open, and they prepare to open this week. The City of Taunton, the Taunton Police Department, and WVBF are asking everyone to work together to ensure the safety of our children on school buses and vans. In Massachusetts, all lanes of traffic in both directions must stop when a school transportation vehicle is stopped to pick up or drop off kids. Yellow school buses have flashing red lights and stop signs that will fold out from the driver's side of the bus. Other school pupil transport vehicles like a 7D van have flashing red lights and school bus signs on the top. If a school bus has its lights flashing and stop sign extended, you must stop. If a school van has its lights flashing, you must stop. It's the law, and it doesn't matter which side of the road you are traveling on. Always remain stopped until the lights stop flashing. And please be patient as children enter and exit school transport vehicles, and be mindful that students on school vans have different abilities and transportation needs. Key dates for the Taunton Public Schools are as follows. August 29th, Professional Day. August 30th is Convocation Day. August 31st is the first day of school in Taunton, grades 1 through 12. No school on September 1st. September 4th is Labor Day.
So that's Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
September 4th is Labor Day.
Right, it's Monday.
And September 11th is the beginning of kindergarten.
For Taunton.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go. Key dates for Middleboro are as follows. First day for students is August 30th, grades 1 through 12. And kindergarten orientation that day as well. August 31st, first day for kindergarten. Then we have Labor Day on September 4th, and then September the 6th is first day for preschool students in Middleboro. Key dates for Bridgewater Rainham Regional School District are as follows. 29th through 31st, staff convocation and professional development. September 1st and 4th, offices and schools are closed for Labor Day weekend. The first day of school in the Bridgewater Rainham Regional School District is, for grades 1 through 12, September 5th. The first day for students in preschool and in kindergarten is September the 6th. So Bridgewater Rainham will start after Labor Day this year.
You know what? I don't know why these school systems stop before Labor Day.
I don't know.
I think anybody that starts after Labor Day is definitely a smart move. You got to open the school for one day. I don't know. Maybe I don't know the nuts and bolts behind it all.
I don't know either.
I mean, I can't really comment on that, but I mean, it's always been after Labor Day. It's always been after Labor Day.
Yes.
But
until recently.
Well, yeah, it's been going on a while. I mean, good 15 years now. It's been going on 20 years, but that doesn't seem like a lot of time when you're 56 years old, and 20 years just flies by.
Okay, we got a couple of minutes here. I want to talk about 4 amazing individuals we lost this week. This week's been a tough week in the professional wrestling world. Saw the passing of Terry Funk, American professional wrestler, best known for his longevity of his career, which spanned over 50 years and included multiple short-lived retirements and influential. He's an influential hardcore wrestling style of wrestling. He pioneered the latter part of his career with that style. He is considered one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. Over the course of his career, Terry Funk has wrestled for numerous promotions, among them All Japan Pro Wrestling, Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, a lot of other promotions in Japan, United States Wrestling Association, World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. And he's also had multiple stints with the NWA as well. He has held the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship as well, and a tag team championship as well in the WWF. Just a great wrestler. He passed away this week. Another wrestler we lost this week, of course, Bray Wyatt. Wyndham Lawrence Rotunda passed away. Was a professional wrestler for WWE, best known for WWE, his tenure from 2010 to 2021, and then again from 2022 until his passing. He's a third-generation professional wrestler, following in the footsteps of his grandfather, Blackjack Mulligan, his father, Mike Rotunda, and his two uncles, Barry and Kendall Wyndham. His younger brother, Tyler, is also a professional wrestler. He is known as Bo Dallas. Alongside his brother, they've held the tag team championships in FCW. That it was the precursor promotion to NXT. FCW out of Florida. The FCW tag team championships. They held that. He is in other championships that he's had as well. In the WWE, he's held the WWE Championship once, the WWE Universal Championship twice. He's been Raw Tag Team Champion once with Matt Hardy, SmackDown Tag Team Champions once with Randy Orton, Luke Harper, and again, just a great mind creatively. He had a creative mind for wrestling, and the wrestling world lost two great minds and just two great wrestlers as well. So I just wanted to mention that. The music world lost a great mind as well. Bernie Marsden, the English rock and blues guitarist, primarily known for his work with Whitesnake, having written and co-written with David Coverdale many of hit songs as well. Fool for Your Lovin', Walking in the Shadow of the Blues, Love Hunter, Trouble, Rough and Ready, and of course the multi-million selling chart topper, Here I Go Again. Just a great band Whitesnake was, and Bernie Marsden was a big part of that. So we lost him this week as well. And also the game show host Bob Barker. The game show world lost just an amazing person, Bob Barker. Of course, he was the game show host for The Price is Right for a long time, from 1972 to 2007, actually. He also hosted Truth and Consequences from 1956 to 1975. So he was hosting The Price is Right and Truth and Consequences.
When did The Price is Right? 72?
72. So he was doing that at the same time.
Oh my God! I just come on down, you know. It's just that voice. I know that wasn't Bob, but it's just now Drew Carey's doing it.
Yeah, Drew Carey.
I like Drew Carey.
He's done a good job, Drew Carey.
I think so too. But there's one movie that Bob Barker was in. It was Happy Gilmore. Okay,
he was funny in that.
Everyone knows that scene with Happy Gilmore where Adam Sandler's part. He gets in Bob Barker's face, and he was Bob Barker. You know what I mean? He's just playing Bob Barker, and. And he tries to fight Bob Barker. And Bob Barker, beats him up. You know what I mean? It's so funny. It's just so slapstick comedy. It's it's just you don't see that part of Bob Barker.
No, you
know,
don't.
it was a surprising thing, whatever. And it was 99. He died yesterday, right?
Yes. All right, and
was it yesterday?
yes, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, we have about a minute left. We have our Arthurian histories. 410, the sacking of Rome by the Visigoths ends after 3 days. The sacking of 410 is seen as a major landmark in the fall of Western Roman Empire. Saint Jerome, living in Bethlehem, wrote, "The city which had taken the whole world was taken itself." 1776, American Revolutionary War. Members of the 1st Maryland Regiment repeatedly charged a numerically superior British force during the Battle of Long Island, allowing General Washington and the rest of the American troops to escape. 1859, petroleum is discovered in Titusville, Pennsylvania, leading to the world's first commercially successful oil well. 1883, the eruption of Krakatoa. 4 enormous explosions almost completely destroyed the island of Krakatoa and caused years of climate change. 2011, Hurricane Irene strikes the United States East Coast, killing 47 people and causing an estimated $15.6 billion in damage. Birthdays: Hannibal Hamlin, 15th Vice President of the United States, born this day in 1809. 1865, Charles G. Dawes, the 30th Vice President of the United States, born on this day in 1865. In 1908, Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th President of the United States. 1942, Daryl Dragon, American keyboard player and songwriter. 1944, Tim Bogart, American singer and bass player. 1950, Neil Murray, Scottish bass player and songwriter. 1953, Alex Lifeson, Don, Canadian singer-songwriter for the band Rush. Passings on this day: 1948, Charles Evans Hughes, the 11th Chief Justice of the United States. 1963, W.E.B. Du Bois. And 1990, Stevie Ray Vaughan passed away on this day in 1990. Great blues guitarist. All right.
I got to see him one time, and it was a treat. My God, I got to see him. He was unbelievable.
He was an unbelievable.
Saw him in 1987.
He was just unbelievable.
He backed up Robert Plant.
All right, and that'll do it for today's program. We'll be back next week with another edition of Middleboro in Review. We'll be in the month of September, so we'll be back next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Good show.
Yeah, I was trying to rush there.
Yeah,
and
I would have skipped them all, but I guess that's your trademark. You got to do it.
I have to do it. Yeah, I have to do it. I have to.
All right,
that's something I have to do.
I hear you, buddy. All right,
that's something that's on the list. I have to do.
I gotta.
I'll just cut the news to 3-minute news. That's all. No big deal. What? Just a bagel with butter.
It doesn't work. They do a really terrible job.
Really?
I'll ask him.
Yeah, bagel with like some butter on it.
You eat it right when you get back here.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Your coffee, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with the coffee.
Anything else?
No. Bye, everybody.